wonderful teachers, fellow contestants and my dearest audiences. I am very honored and glad to be here today sharing my thoughts and views on a topic that is very dear to me, which is bullying. I am going to share some of my bullying survival tips that can be implemented in our daily life. First of all, what can be constituted as bullying? The Oxford Dictionary defines as bullying as a person who deliberately intimidates and persecutes those who are weaker. Hence, bullying can be defined as an act of deliberately intimidating and persecuting someone who are weaker. So, what has been happened to our world lately? Bullying is becoming a big issue, an epidemic so to speak. It has been heavily discussed in mass media such as television and internet. The act of bullying mainly targeted amongst teenagers ranging from the age 13 to 7 years old. One of the most painful aspects of bullying is that if it is not controlled, this problem will be expanded to be an act of violence that both physically and psychologically traumatic to the person who is bullied. On average, most people can take one episode of teasing, name-calling or being shunned at the mall. However, when such acts are deliberately done and continues for an extended period of time, this will result in a state constant for the particular person. Imagine this. You are happily walking to school to study when suddenly there is a group of delinquents at the end of the road talking to each other and all of a sudden decide to come over and harass you just for fun for it. Do you fight back? I don't think so. Why? Because you are afraid. This is because most of the time bullies tend to gang up on each other and they pick on single defenseless person. So, what action can be taken to curb this issue? An article from the Guardian News states that certain places in United Kingdom, namely London and Manchester, are now being called as a safe zone area. These safe zone areas are places in which used to be the hot spot for these delinquents to hang out at it. But with the interference society, for example fellow teachers, together with their parents and their children, they may create a rally to create a buddy system whereby students walking to school to study are accompanied by this buddy, creating a safe environment. However, this plan of action may only be successful if the three-state party, where teachers, parents and neighborhood are willing to lend a hand to create this safe zone area. Secondly, a lot of us out there simply choose to stand on the sidelines and watch others being bullied without taking any proper actions of help whatsoever. This bystander effect is a social, psychological phenomenon referring to cases in which individuals do not offer any means of help to a victim when other people are presented. This is because they assume that other people will actually lend a helping hand. Such occurrences are not only disruptive somehow in the long run, somehow promoting the act of bullying and needs to be stopped. The society must be aware that bullying is an intolerable act, and if you do not take action, then who else will? Thirdly, avoidance is key. What I mean by this is that you got to ignore the bully and just walk away. People say it's a coward response, but it definitely works. Whenever you get hurtful emails or instant messages, ignore it completely. Sooner or later, the bully will get bored to trying to bother you. Just walk tall and hold your head high. The reason why bullies tend to they are looking for attention. They might think bully is a way to be the popular or get what they want. Most bullies are trying to make themselves feel more important. When they pick on someone else, it can make them feel big and powerful. So, you just need to boost your own confidence to successfully avoid them. In a nutshell, everyone has to be the part of the solution where bullying is everyone's problem. Bullying is 100% preventable and each person can make a difference. It is everyone's responsibility and the option of doing nothing is unacceptable in civilized society. Parents and school authorities should take action is increasingly prevalent to our country. If bullying continues, suicides and violent acts against others will occur horrendously. However, we can still delve by motivating movies continuously.